Well, judging by how impressive our league form has been, surely this has got to be the year we reach a second round of the FA Cup. Hello, and welcome to Club 1 Part 40 of the Globe Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we do have our first round of the FA Cup against Forest Green, and obviously, should we be victorious against Forest Green, I will obviously show you the second round of the FA Cup. Then, if we don't get past Forest Green, which hopefully we should do, our league form has been pretty impressive. We'll play our next league game against Darlington. Speaking of our impressive form, it's been an absolute wonderful start since the last episode, which when was the last episode? Was it? I think it was Maxfield to Bromley, or was it Bromley and Dorking? Yeah, we lost that 4-2 game, which was absolutely crazy. Since then, we've won 5 games on the trot, including wins against Spennymoor, Hampton and Richmond in the fourth qualifying round, a 1-0 victory over Barnet, a 2-1 victory over Bury, and a 2-0 win over Hartlepool. Don't think we've done any transfer business since the last episode, no, but one thing that has been good, I presume I told you about it in the last episode. I have signed a new contract. I think I told you, but can't really remember. But this is the league table so far: 16 games played, top of the league with 37 points, 2 points clear of Tamworth. So it's not too bad. We're 6 points clear of Accrington, which is absolutely unbelievable. I can't believe our luck, but hopefully we can get through to the second round of the FA Cup. Hopefully draw a relatively simple side and hopefully get through to the third round. We're not even at the match yet. What was I thinking? We'll just continue, but if Oliver, if you need to edit this bit out, you can. But we're literally at the match now, which should be fine. I think it should be a fairly simple win against Forest Green. Again, they're in the same league as us, below us, but we have unfortunately, we did lose against them earlier on in the season. It was only like probably about minimum 5 games ago. But yeah, we should be able to win this game fairly comfortably, I hope. But this is the lineup. It won't be this lineup, will it? Come on, what are we doing here? We need to play a full strength team. So this will definitely be the lineup. It's Doran and goal, Backfield, Rodder, Evans, Silver, Bashumo, Burgess and Pimnott in the midfield. Then we've got Thomas on the right, Tomes in the middle, Arusu on the left, and Morgan Bates up front. Come on, lads. Let's get a big old win to send us through to the second round of the FA Cup. That would be absolutely beautiful if we can just get a 1-0 scrappy 1-0 win. That is completely fine by me, but I just want to get through without any troubles. I don't want to be losing in the first round again because our finances ain't the best. It's not looking good in terms of the finances. So a win here would do us the world of good. Then a big tie against a big League One, League Two side, whoever's in the next round, like Plymouth, that would be a bad tie to have. Maybe Watford as well, should they get past Dorking, because Watford are a good team. I'm surprised they're down in League One. That's very surprising because they're usually top Championship team, maybe Premier League team, or at least they were back in the day. Woody Burgess has got the ball, plays the ball to Rodder. This is looking very positive. Throws, finds space in the area. Morgan Bates, what's he doing? Morgan Bates just have the shot. He was literally basically smack bang in the middle of the goal and decides to pass it to Nefe Derusu. I mean, if it worked, it worked. But unfortunately, I think one of them was offside. I'm not sure who it was. I don't know if it was Bates or Arusi, but it was very, very poor, very good opportunity. If that was our only opportunity in the game, I'd be very upset that we didn't take a bit more care of that scoring chance. But hey, here we go. We're only 15 minutes into the game, so I'm sure we'll get plenty of other chances to definitely grab a goal this out. Cody Troves has got the ball, slots through Morgan Bates quite nicely, and he does. Oh, I was about to say he puts the ball into the back of the net, but unfortunately, it was just wide of a goal. It whiskers wide, but that is our second. That's probably our best opportunity yet. But yeah, a few more balls like those through to Bates, and we'll be on our way. I think we'll definitely grab a goal this game. I don't know if we'll get a goal this first half because we've only got 15 minutes left to play, but I'm sure if we create another good couple chances, we have only had those two chances, I'm sure we'll get a goal. But Forest Green really haven't created much either. They've only had 4 shots, 1 on target. We've had 3, 1 on target. But hopefully it's coming. If not, it's going to be a very boring old second half. So hopefully I expect a good couple goals. Ideally a goal now would be nice, just to head into half time with some sort of advantage. Cody Twose has got the ball, skips past 1 or 2 players, but unfortunately his shot was straight at the goalkeeper. Wasn't really testing him, and it was a very good, easy save from the Forest Green goalkeeper, and he does whip upfield, and I think it went straight to a Weston-Super-Mare player, which is, I like to see that. Come on, get into half time, 0-0. Is that going to be the plan? I think it is. But, yeah, it's unlucky. We had a couple of great chances early on, but it sort of, got a bit boring towards the end of the first half. But hopefully we can grab an early-ish goal in this second half, and hopefully we'll wrap up the game from there. Because realistically, I don't see Forest Green scoring. Unless they score a goal before us, they ain't going to win. If we can get the first goal of the game, which was 60 minutes into the game, it's still goalless. We have created by far the better opportunities than Forest Green, so I feel like we should be. I reckon. I don't know if we're favourites to win the game because we're newly promoted. Forest Green have been in the National League for quite a long time, and perhaps should be. I'd say there should be League 2 level, but what am I to know? I'm just a handsome old manager. I'm not managing Forest Green. I'm managing Weston-Super-Mare, who will be a League 2 club this time next season or the season after. But hopefully next season. Doran whips upfield. I thought he was going to find Morgan Bates, but Bates does have a ball, and the highlight does abruptly end. Why did it end? Right. He's not playing well, Morgan Bates. Do we have OC on the bench? We don't have OC on the bench, but we do have. Yeah, we've got Dotsy on the bench. Who's OC? I'm not sure who OC is. He must be the guy who we had a couple of seasons ago. Dotsy's going to come on for Thomas. Midwood's going to come on for Bates. I think that's going to be the only changes we shall make for now. 20 minutes or 25 minutes left to go. Come on, let's get a winning goal. This is it's going to be a smash and grab. Either it's going to end goalless at 90 minutes and go to extra time, or some team is going to get a late goal very late on in the match, and I'm quite terrified that might happen. And hopefully it's for us, but I don't really want Forest Green to have the ball. Field plays the ball back to King. Can we just get the ball for the love of God? Come on, just put the pressure on. Somebody get ahead of it. Midwood has got the ball, plays the ball to Arusi. We've got Bashumo just behind him. Can just make the overlapping run. Midwood into the box we go, and he does hit the crossbar. Was he offside? Don't think it was offside, but very decent opportunity. That was our golden opportunity. But if we had scored that, almost certainly would have wrapped up the game and put us into the second round draw of the FA Cup. And Doran, what a save that was. Don't know if that shot was going in, but I think it was. I was thinking it was going to hit the crossbar. Maybe it might have gone in after that. Rose has got the ball. Midwood, yes, Woody Burgess puts the ball into the back of the net. 20 minutes left to go, and we might have just secured our spot in the second round of the FA Cup. Just hold on, lads. Just do what you need to do. Don't mess this up. We are going to make a couple changes, couple defensive changes, get a couple fresh legs on in the back. Bell is going to come on for Evans, and I think Irish will come on for Bashumo, and I think we'll get off Pimlott for Ruben Curley, who hasn't had much game time, mainly because Pimlott and Burgess are just too good. I can't really drop many of them, so if not any of them, can't really drop many players because we're playing so well. The backups aren't really getting much game time, which is what you expect for a backup, but we are closing in on a second round of the FA Cup, and I think we're going to make it. We have made it. First time in Weston-Super-Mare history, at least on this save. In real life, they're doing quite well. They're in the third round against Grimsby. Depending on when this episode comes out, that might have been played, might not have, but hopefully they might be able to get to the fourth round. Grimsby's not a bad draw for them. It could have been better against Exeter, but yeah, that's very unfortunate. But I do just want to see, who do we get in the second round? That's what I want to know. Who do we get? I want a big tie, ideally at home. ideally at home, just for the scan, just in case I missed it. Don't think I have, but let's just carry on. Just carry on, come on. Give me a big tie. Have I missed it? I must have missed it. Who do we have? Who do we have in the FA Cup? When the hell's the draw then? Have I missed it? I don't think I missed it. When's the draw? Second round. 5th of the 11th. Oh, today. Right, this evening. Usually it's done on a Monday, but looks like we would be playing Bromley. I tell you what. That's not a bad tie, because they're in our league. They're 24th. We're going through to the third round, and that match will be coming up next. Well, the form heading into our second round tie against Bromley could not have been any better. Since then, we've won pretty much most of our games. We've actually played a lot of games. I wasn't quite expecting to play 6 games before we played Bromley, but since then, we've had one defeat, which was against Darlington. Then we picked up wins against Woking, South Shields, Yeovil, which is a game we were 2-0 down, and thankfully they had a man sent off. Then from the 59th minute, Kyler Midwood scored in the 59th. Hayden Taylor scored in the 79th minute, and Harry Holt capped it off for the 3 points in the 84th minute. Then we had a goalless draw against Torquay, which I take it's a good draw. They had lots of chances to get a goal, and thankfully we held on to the 0-0 draw there. And most recently, getting 3 goals past Chester City. Morgan Bates with a hat-trick. He's been superb. This is the league table coming up to the halfway stage of the season. 22 games played, 50 points is on the board. That's our target for this season. Obviously, we've got 24 games left to go. I think we have to go realistically. We have to push for 75, and we'll see where we are in the table. I suspect we'll still be top with 5 points clear of Dorking, by the way, which is absolutely absurd. We could have been 7 points clear, but we got the draw against Dorking and we lost the game, so we might have been even more points clear, but that's not really our goal. Our goal is still very much to avoid relegation, which we are going to do. Then once we've done that, maybe look towards promotion. But now, let's see if we can get through to the third round of the FA Cup. It will be Doran and goal, a back four of Holt, Evans, Silva, Bashumo, Burgess and Pimlott in the midfield, Thomas on the right, Troyes in the middle, and Rusio on the left. And we've got Morgan Bates up front. Come on, lads, let's get another win in the FA Cup. Bromley are in our league. They're not doing too well. They are rock bottom of the National League, so it should be a fairly simple win, you would think. But I don't know. This game might have different ideas, but hopefully it is a nice, simple, comfortable win. Then we can possibly be rewarded with a Premier League tie, ideally away, so then we get a nice heap of cash. Or if we are at home, preferably another National League team, or Marine if they can beat Blackpool. That would be a nice. I don't know, really. It's realistic. Exeter would be a nice, but Exeter would be a nice draw in the third round. A nice localish derby, I would say. But yeah, not really a derby as such, because we never really play each other except in a pre-season friendly. But we've never done that on this save before. But hopefully we can get a goal. Ideally before half time. It's 20 minutes left to go of the first half. We have had 3 shots, probably haven't had any, but it is still goalless at the moment. Cody Troyes has got the ball, runs into space. He's got players ahead of him, finds Burgess. He plays the ball to Thomas, now to Holt. Can we just get the ball into the box? We'll have a shot, please. That was a decent shot. I thought I was going to curl straight into the bottom left-hand corner, but unfortunately, it did go just wide of the post. There is a lot. I don't know how many National League teams are left in the competition at this stage. Dorking are still in the FA Cup. I wouldn't mind them. Woking wouldn't be a bad show. They were one of the teams we beat, albeit now in 1-0. I was quite terrified in that game because they played really well. We weren't creating many chances, but we got the win against them. That's all that matters. But halftime, still goalless in the second round of the FA Cup against Bromley, where I think if we can get a goal, we should probably go on and win the game. We've only just had our first shot on target, which is slightly disappointing, but we're creating lots of chances. We just need to start testing the goalkeeper. If we can do that, we can definitely get a goal where not a lot of players are tiring, which is I'm going to take as a positive. We are going to make a couple changes. Bazumo is going to make way for Irish. We're going to leave Holt on at the moment because he is playing well, and I think we're going to get off Arusu for Carlos Colton with half an hour left to go. We are, Chris, starting to create a few more chances still. Haven't found the back of the net yet, but Doran does pick up the ball and presumably does whip outfield. Will he find a Weston-Super-Mare play? Nearly finds the head of Morgan Bates, but just couldn't quite. Just not enough accuracy on the pass. Colton, lovely ball through to Torres. Lovely lofted pass. That was brilliant. Carlos, oh my God, look, Carlos Colton. What a goal that is. That's got to be, without a shadow of a doubt. I haven't seen any of the other goals in the FA Cup yet, but that's got to be goal of the tournament. Certainly goal of the season, because that is absolutely wonderful. No chance, no right to get the ball into the back of the net from that angle. Not at least not in the top round. I thought that was a cross, but it has somehow snuck its way into the back of the net, and we are 1-0 up against probably Marina, 1-0 up against Blackpool. That is a huge victory for them. That, well, at the moment it would be, because I think at the moment they're the only non-league team in this competition at the moment. I haven't really seen who's in the competition at the moment yet. Throws, lovely ball through to Bates, but I think he was offside. He was just fractionally offside, but still a decent opportunity. 15 minutes left to go. We are going to make a couple more changes. Thomas is going to make way for Dotsy. Morgan Bates off for Midwood, not really having a great game. Midwood now 4 stars. What's he done to do that? Because he hasn't had many brilliant games. And I think we're going to make. I think we'll just leave out those 2 changes for now. Come on, lads. 10 minutes left to go. Then we are in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. We've never been in this far in the competition before, so a nice tie, a big away tie, a big away trip to like someone like Everton, Liverpool, Man City, Man United. That's probably the easiest tie we could possibly get. I'm not sure who's like doing well in the Premier League these days. So it'd be nice to get one of those big as the top 6. Maybe Newcastle, throw them in the top 6 as well. Just any Premier League stadium away from home, that would be absolutely nice. And if we're at home, an easy tie like against, preferably not Dorking, because they're absolutely running riot against Boston. They're 6-0 up. And Marine would be nice. Marine would be my favourite tie to have, because that might be our gateway through to the FA Cup 4th round. I mean, imagine if that does happen. I feel like if we did get to the 4th round, that would be just in its own standalone episode. That would be in 2 episodes' time. But, just imagine little Weston-Super-Mare going on a deep, deep run in the FA Cup, ideally through to the final and possibly winning it. I doubt that's possible, but you never know with this game. You never know. If the tactics are done right, we could potentially go all the way this year. I'm not saying we are, but we might go all the way in the FA Trophy again. That competition starts very soon. I think we've got our first game coming up next, but obviously we're not really going to bother dwelling into that because we've already won it. The most important thing now is, who do we get in the 3rd round? Please, a nice big tie away from home. When is the draw? I haven't seen the draw just yet. Come on, please be good to us. Shrewsbury. Wow. Shrewsbury. What league are they in? Bottom, they're 23rd in League One. Where is it? At home? Yeah, the Optima Stadium. At home. I mean, it's all right. It's not all right. It's absolutely hideous, but it is still a decent tie. It's still a decent. It is at home, so we're not going to get too much money for it. But I guess that match will be coming up next, and obviously in the next episode. But obviously, should we beat Shrewsbury into the 4th round? But this season, It's just getting started. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.